This is a pre-video trigger warning. Yes, that's what it is. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about some sensitive topics here and there, such as suicide, self-harm, and other things. So if you're sensitive to gruesome and just flat-out terrible things like that, I suggest you skip this video and check out the last video, or heck, my favorite video of all time on this channel, maybe the third video. So, yeah. If you're sensitive to topics such as that, you've been warned, and yeah, let's get started. Hello once again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Talking That Nonsense with your host, me. I think we are on our 12th installment of Talking That Nonsense. Jeez, oh man, oh jeez, oh man. Never mind now. But really, how y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic, thanks for asking. Today, we're going to be looking on our sentence at first. But who knows, that may transpire into something. Hopefully there are some good sentences on here. So let us get started. Heidi hilly ho. Now let's see. We have 6 submissions. So let's see if we can make some good out of it. First question I had for this week's poll was, what should the next episode of Talking That Nonsense be about? Answer: you lit. Well, thank you, friend, or whoever decided to. Yes, I am lit. I hope so. Wait. Lit. Yeah, I'm lit. I'm pretty lit. I'm pretty awesome, okay? I know that. Sometimes I can be very awesome. The point is, I am very awesome. Do not take me for granted. Next question. Did you tell what I told you? What are you talking about? Did you tell what I told you? Did I tell what you told me? I don't know who the heck this was, but hey, whoever you are, and I guess that's the point of sentence. But if you're implying that you told me something important and asking if I told something, you might want to get in touch with me after the show, reach out to me, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I'll make sure to check those periodically, because I don't know what you mean by that. But, next question. Who's your crush? Well, I've been waiting to tell you guys this for the longest time. I'm usually not one to have crushes. But my crush is... Next question. Pick of your lock screen. I think I posted it on my Snap story before. It was a picture of 3 of my friends. One of my friends are laying down on the ground, and me and my other friend were standing up, and it was captioned, "Caught a big one." It was supposed to poke fun at the people that are on Snapchat or on Instagram that are always taking photos of fish or animals. Like, look at me, I caught a big one. Or the people that hold the fish, and they're like, ooh, look at me, I don't care. I mean, it's pretty cool, actually. One of these days I want to go fishing, but, I seem to lack the mental fortitude to do such things. Next question. The N-word, and who should be able to say it? Now, this is a question that I have been asked multiple times, because apparently people think I'm the CEO of African Americans. Well, there are multiple, I guess it varies from state to state, but in my area, in my state, the great state of Ohio, I'm the CEO of black people. Like, of course, there's going to be, like, the little fish, but me, all the black folks report to me. It's just the way it is. That's how the black hierarchy works, okay? It's just the way it is. But back to the primary question. Well, I guess that was a question upon a question. Anyway, who can say the N-word and who can't? Tough question. Well, it's obviously not a tough question. This should be an obvious answer. Black people should only be allowed to say the N-word because white people back in the day used to use it all the time in a derogatory sense. And now, well, let me stop you there. But exactly, back in the day, my great-great-grandpappy and mama used to use that word in a derogatory term. So if you guys think it's so bad, why the heck are you using it on the daily? Where we use it as a sense of empowerment. Yes, those are That's what I hear most of the time. I hear people talking about how, hey, if we can't say it, then nobody can, you know? Um, you know, this stupid cat and mouse game, man. You know, I got you. You can't say it because you make it out to be a bad thing. Well, we can say it because you use it against us so many times. Well, if it's so bad, why the heck are you using it all willy-nilly? Isn't that supposed to be bad? Well, now we use it as a word of empowerment. We embrace it. Oh, you embrace it. So if I said the N-word right now, would that be a form of embracing? No, because it doesn't work for you, because you're not black. You did not understand the struggles I've had to go through. What struggles have you had to go through? Slavery. Wait a minute. You, in 2022, living in a suburban neighborhood, has had to deal with slavery on a daily basis. Yes, I am dealing with the constant repercussions of slavery. How so? Well, everybody looks at me funny. What is that even supposed to mean? Everybody looks... the police. Yeah, the police don't like me. That has to do with slavery. Yes, it does. You know, as long as... I'm just allowed to say it, okay? Only black people are allowed to say it. That's what I hear constantly. That's what I hear all the time. That's what I hear all the time. What do I think about it? About white people or any other race saying the N-word, A or hard R. See, I'm at the point where, you know, I just don't care, you know. As terrible as it sounds, I kind of don't care, you know. We're too far, like, we're just this far, okay? It's 2022, people, okay? And I'm not saying, oh, well, people can say whatever they want now, you know. But, like, I think as a whole, I don't think the word needs to be said at all, really. It serves no, like, purpose in the English language. It doesn't describe anybody anymore. Not anymore. It's not the 1800s anymore. So, really, I think that word should just be removed from everybody's vocabulary. Because the way I feel is, the more people see us use that word, then, you know, the more people are going to think it's the norm now or something like that. You know what I mean? I just don't want people to be like, well, you guys say it all the time after every sentence, which is true. Like, not which is like true as a whole. I mean, like, I've met some black people that literally have to use the N-word after every sentence, all the time. Just like how some people swear after every sentence to sound quirky and edgy and cool. No, you're not quirky, you're not edgy, you're not cool, you're illiterate, and you know no more than 2 words, okay? No more than 2 words. And they're not even nice words. But I think, honestly, and then here come all the fellow African Americans running to my comments or running towards me on any other platform to get a hold of me, talking about how you've been whitewashed and how the white people got to you and how, oh my God, what did they do to my boy? You black king. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I don't. I'm fine, okay? I don't care. Okay, here's my principle. Here's my rule. Here it is. I don't care necessarily if you say it. But knowing me, I'm a funny guy, okay? I can take jokes, okay? I can take jokes. So someone goes, hey Michael, can I have the N-word pass? I'm like, yeah, sure. So that means I can say the N-word. Yeah, sure. Notice how I said, yeah, sure, not like because usually when someone asks me that and I answer them with a yeah, sure, it's it's literally in the most sarcastic manner as possible. So like, they'll just go with it. It's more of a, you know, when your parents You know when you say you're gonna, when you tell your parents you're gonna do something, and that asks them to do something like, I'm going to the park, or you're gonna do this for me, or I'm leaving the house and I'm not coming back. And then your parents are like, oh yeah, go ahead, leave. It's more of a, your parents get this, yeah, go ahead, see, like, get this, yeah, see what happens type tone in their voice. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna go upstairs. Well, your parents told you to go clean the kitchen. You go, I'm gonna go upstairs and clean the kitchen. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You know, you hear that change in the pitch in the voice. You know what I mean? Every parent of every walk of life has heard or seen the face, the voice at one point in their time of living on this earth. So, how it also works, there also has to be some ground rules, okay? It's more of a wait and see what happens, okay? So someone goes, you gave me the N-word pass, now I can say the N-word. Okay, sure. It's more of a, I won't tack you for it unless you do something out of pocket, but somebody else will catch on to it, and then they'll tax you. Because I've had people go, well, Michael said I could say the N-word. Yeah, I did. It was more of a, yeah, go ahead. Because, I may not have a problem with it, but other people may have a problem with it, It's just literally a question that's been flowing around the internet for the longest time. Who can say the N-word? Who can't say the N-word? Why can't we just remove the N-word completely? Because if one class can't say it, then the other class can't. And there's people are like, well, black people can't say the N-word because that's racist. Well, how can black people be racist against their own kind? Saying the N-word about ourselves or to another person isn't racist. Tell me how that works. Well, me, as a black person, if I went up to a white person and called them an N-word, is that racist towards me, or is that racist towards the white person? Well, it's obviously racist towards, the black person, because it doesn't apply to me as a white man, so you're just being racist to your own kind. And at the end of the day, I don't care how you look at it, racism is racism. Starts to pack a fat lip. But honestly, let's just not say it, okay? Let's just not say it, And if you do say it, just don't. You know what I mean? Just don't. I've seen kids in middle school that are like willing to get in full, like, whole fights over that. Okay? Like, you have no idea. Some black people may not react at all because they may take it as a joking manner, and other people will literally take shirts off and threaten to fight you. We live in an odd society. Next question. What societal norms are harmful / beneficial? Saying please and thank you. That's pretty beneficial. Trust me. Saying please and thank you and please, like, all of them, like all those on the fronts of man, all that is beneficial. Trust me, I guarantee you. You start saying please and thank you, yes ma'am, yes sir, in certain circumstances, Jesus Christ, I can't speak, but if you say those in the right circumstances, trust me, you'll see a difference in the crowd that you hang out with. You see a difference in the grown up you talk to, because not only would that show you have manners, but shows that you're willing to be respected, Because how my respect works is, if you, I think we talked about this in the last episode. Yeah, we did talk about this in the last episode. I'm not going to go, you guys should already know what it takes to gain my respect. It's not hard, yet it's not easy, because some people nowadays don't meet the criteria, It's not that hard to wash your butts, people. Okay? It isn't. But some terrible, like, things that seem to be normal now in society that really shouldn't be. Well, I'll admit, first of all, people making jokes about suicide. borderline, that's terrible, and you shouldn't be doing that. I'll be the first one to admit that I've made maybe some pretty terrible jokes about suicide in my past. As much as I preach about, not harming yourself and to stop suicide, I'll be the first to admit that I've made some pretty twisted jokes about suicide. I gotta admit, but let's all tone down for a moment. Let's put the jokes aside and realize that, like, we're talking about somebody that once or did end their life. That's, if you really think about it, I mean, that's pretty rough. That's pretty terrible. Honestly, it's pretty sick. And yes, I'm pretty sick too for making those jokes in the past. But nowadays it seems to be normal. There's not a day that goes by where someone's like, "Oh, I want to kill myself. Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself. I want to kill myself." Not in a serious manner, but in like a joking manner, Well, at least I would hope it's a joking manner. But in a joking manner, like, Jesus, this test is going to make me, like, literally. There's a person in my class that always talks about killing themselves when they get presented with any form of, like, work or just conversation. Is, I'm going to kill myself. This test makes me want to kill myself. I just feel like that itself has just been allowed to go on for too long, and nobody's really formally come out and said that, like, that's not okay. That's not okay. It's not okay. Same thing with, like, every other terrible thing, like rape and drunk driving. And I know we had not last episode, but the last episode, we were talking about generational coping. Okay, shameless plug. Make sure you plug the YouTube thing in this corner. No, I think it was this corner. What the point is, but of generational coping. You get the point. But we talked about how nowadays it's just a way of coping, making these suicidal jokes, making these drunk driver jokes, making these death jokes and pipe bomb and jokes like that. It's sad as it is. It's just one of our ways that we cope in this world, because that's all we've seen. We've seen fire. Okay, our generation has seen fire and plenty of it. Okay, but we're stuck. I want to find better, safer, and more logical coping mechanisms. We can still keep the jokes, but they don't need to always be on the boards, on the grounds of suicide. Well, that's what we're always faced with every day. We're always faced with death. It's just sad enough. Just like maybe yesterday or today, what is his name? One of the rappers in the Amigos or whatever. I think his name was Takeoff or something like that. He was reportedly shot dead in Houston, Texas. In the rapping community, there's been so many rappers that have been dying lately, it isn't even funny anymore. Like, the amount of rappers that have died recently in this, like, past 3 months is absolutely disgusting, If that doesn't show there's a problem, then I don't know what else will. If rappers are dying every 2 months, major rappers too. Oh well, he wasn't that big of a rapper, so nobody cares. You need to get your eyes checked. But like, I'm going to sit here. I don't want to make it seem like I'm sitting here gatekeeping who can make those jokes and who can't. And I'm not going to sit here and justify people making those actions because, oh well, that's how we cope. We gotta cope somehow. And how else are we gonna cope? What do you mean, how else are we gonna cope? Like you just said, it's a problem. Our generation is flubbernucked. Okay? It's either that or we find other means to cope. And the other means to cope aren't of your best interest. You're right. But I just think, and as I said, this now's going to be pretty funny. I'm going to say all this stuff right now, and it's just, like I said, it's just become so normal. I'm going to say all this stuff like, stop making jokes about killing yourself, stop making jokes about drunk driving, stop making jokes about terrorism, stop making jokes about this and that, and I guarantee I'm going to forget about everything I say, and I'm going to make a joke tomorrow. Not because I can't take my own advice, but it's just been so normalized, It's because it's been normalized. Just like how people try to normalize vaping. What? It's just a habit. It's a bad habit that needs to be kicked. It's a bad habit that needs to be cut, okay? Because I guarantee you I feel a whole lot better when I'm not constantly talking about death and destruction. Or anybody else's for that matter. What I'm saying is, things need to change. I believe things could change. I believe things need to change for the best, for the better. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I don't know. Next question. Matter of fact, no. Next question. I got one more thing to add because I just came to the realization. I guess it's not bad, but it's just cringy, okay? It turns my spine to powder whenever I see this. I go onto Snapchat and look at my Snap stories, and those people always like, don't hit me up. Putting my phone on DND. I mean, not DND. Yeah, DND. Yeah, putting my phone on DND. Don't bother trying to text me. I'm not in the mood. Well, okay. Understand. But it's just like that. Those are just those people stating that they just don't want to be bothered. No. I mean, yes, but like at the same time, I just feel like people think that's a trend now. Because if there is a problem, that you would, they expect people to be mind readers if there's an actual problem. Oh, my phone's on DND. Don't bother texting me. And then they post some like cringy TikTok with some stupid video in the background talking about how don't ever push a person to violence. It won't end well, or something stupid like that. You know what I mean? We've all seen it. We all seen it and we all hate it. Michael hates this. All my homies hate this. Okay? That's cringy, okay? If there's a problem, talk to somebody about it. Don't just sit there and post all these vague videos on your Snap story about how you are sick and tired of everybody. It's cringy and it's helping nobody. If anything, it's helping people do something, helping people not like you more. But still, let's get to some more. Let's move on to subject.
You post too much on your story, like let's say maybe 20, 30, 40, anything over 10, and you got no friends. I'm sorry, you gotta find friends. I mean that respectfully.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Elaborate on that. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Well, I gotta say something. If you use Snapchat Plus, you're a tryhard. You are a tryhard. Yeah, you try too much. Anyways, I tell you. What to talk about recently? What to talk about? Yes. Oh yeah, that's all for the sentence. I want to say thank you everybody for sending the sentence anonymously or hopefully, because I know I get a couple bot questions in there, and usually I don't feature those things on the episodes because they're bot questions and they're stupid. But again, thanks to everybody that decided to contribute to the cause. If you want to contribute to the cause, make sure you check out my Snap story. I'll be posting those every Tuesday to Monday before Wednesday, which is every episode. So, thank you for that. Now, it's about me now. It's all about me now. What has life been like lately? Life's going good. Life's good, man. That's good. School's going great. Can't really complain. And even if I was to complain, I wouldn't complain too loud because not like anybody's listening in the first place. But, hey. This is now a week. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I got it. It's been about 10 weeks and 2 days since August. I keep saying October. Since August 22nd. Because I started on Monday. Hubbard started on Wednesday. I remember that. 10 weeks. We're on week 10 now at TCTC. No real complaints. But what I can positively say now is not do no, yeah, what I could positively say now is not positively, but I'm starting to lean towards I might want to go home. Not this year, but next year. I'm probably going to return back to Hubbard because that's where I belong. Okay, we talked about change in our previous episodes. Some change is good. You know, the whole reason why I came to TCTC in the first place was for change of scenery. I needed a break from Hubbard, believe it or not. As perfect and glamorous as it is, I needed a break. Okay, and ain't no shame in saying that. You need a break, okay? Especially me. Oh, I need a break. But now, next year, 2023, 2024, my senior year. Spend the rest of my homeschool where it all started. Hubbard. Man, it's hard to believe. I'm a junior right now. It's hard to believe I'm a junior right now. The time is, today, it is November 2nd on a Wednesday, 2022. I forgot to mention. We're in November now. For all the boys out there, we all know what happens in November. Triple N. I could positively say that I'm still in the game. Okay. Well, we're now on week 2. Day 2. Week 2. That would have been epic still. I will win. Okay. So people are like, why do you participate in Triple N in the first place? What do you mean? Why do you participate in that? Well, you're pretty stupid if you participate in a stupid challenge like that. What's the point of it? Well, listen. It's not just to prove a point, but it's to test yourself, you know? Because some people think they might be addicted to certain images and videos, and the greatest way to check that theory, to test that theory, is to participate in the best challenge that attains to all boys, known to man, happens once a year. But everybody knows what happens after November. It's December. And everybody knows what happens in December, right after November. Right? We all know what happens in December. We all know what happens. It's destroyed. There's something that annoys me more than people interrupting me when I'm in the middle of recording. But yeah, what annoys me is people that ask me questions about this show when they could just watch the video. You know, people ask me questions all the time, and the most frequent questions I get haven't recently haven't been about the microphone, but it's why. And well, oh Michael, it's such a meanie. That's such a simple question. Why don't you just answer it? Well, if I can answer all the people's questions, then I probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel now, would I? No, just kidding. But still, you know, there's a video out there, open to the public for a reason. That's just how it goes. That's just the way it is, you know. Well, I say just watch the video, man. You have questions? Watch the video, because you know, half the time. No, all the time. All the questions that I get are in the video, all the time. I'm not even joking. Like every single question that I've been asked, not about life itself, but life in general, but have attained to the show, have been in the show. Also, season 1. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna go by seasons. Nah, I think I'll just keep recording. There's no need to complicate things by seasons. Okay, not yet, at least. Maybe when we reach episode 100, we might do seasons. But episode 100 isn't for a while. Episode 100 won't be for a while. Okay. Season 2 doesn't sound that bad. Still, it's not gonna be until episode 100. My God! Work. I hope. Oh yeah. Also, let me formally apologize for last week's episode audio hanky-panky. What do I mean by that? Last week's episode, I must have jiggled the mic or something, because the audio was rabid for like a while. Like, you could hear the crackling, you could hear the bumbling, you could hear the zapping. But listen, at this point, I'm not even ashamed of it, because that's literally the point I'm trying to get across. As successful as I am, the point I'm trying to get across is you could make it big on YouTube with the bare minimum. And this is the bare minimum, okay? I just touched it up a bit. Remember, I'm still uploading this on a $120 Chromebook and recording this, I'm uploading it and recording it on a $120 Chromebook, and I'm using this $13 mic from a discount store, okay? And to be quite frankly, the audio isn't that bad. The lighting isn't that bad, and I bought a $20 ring light that's meant to hold phones, but I use it for both actually. But the point is, I use it to hold phones. Well, it's used for holding phones, but I use it as a ring light. Yeah, you get the point. But man, I tell you, we gotta keep up the good work. This is live. Wait a minute. I think we got a new. No, we don't. I got excited for a moment. I was looking at my phone, and then that said we had a new send it. I was about to giggle. I was about to burp. I was about to fart. I was about to poop. Constantly smells like badonk. I'm looking at my channel right now, and it feels weird to just look at my channel. It also feels weird when people like pull up my channel on their phone, on like their tablet or something, because it just feels weird from that angle. Just like how when I look at webs, and when I'm in front of the counter ordering and not behind it, it feels weird. It's a wholly different experience. And also, whenever I'm buying the ice cream instead of eating the ice cream inside the building during my shift, it feels like it tastes different. It feels different when it's served by someone else that isn't myself. You know? Can you relate? Probably not. But like I said, I'm looking at my account right now, YouTube channel, and we have 11 episodes. Man, look at this. I kept one promise, okay? I kept one promise out of the promise I made so long ago. And that was I was going to start uploading my videos. Well, that. And I was going to make them 30 minutes long. And now we've made 4, 5, 6, 7. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We made 6 videos if I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've made 6 episodes that exceed 30 minutes. Okay, I kept that promise. Now my second promise that I need to uphold is uploading 2 videos a week, which I will not fulfill yet because my schedule is really wonka. And actually, I didn't have work yesterday, and I didn't have work today. But heck, if it stays like this for a while, I might. No, because I don't want to keep uploading videos like so close together. Like maybe Monday and Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday and Friday, or maybe Monday and Wednesday, something like that. Maybe Monday and Friday would have been cool. So early in the week and midweek. Well, end of the week. Maybe let's upload 3 times. So early in the week, middle of the week, and the end of the week. That would be pretty cool. Honestly, that would be pretty cool. But right now I'm looking at all the videos. Bro, I am looking at, is there a lack of one of my worst videos of all time on this channel was episode 2, okay? One of my worst videos on this channel was episode 2. I'm looking at it, I'm sorry, but I'm looking at it, and this is literally one of the worst videos of it. Well, not the worst. No, what I made salient points in that video. That video to this day is still one of the best videos I like to enjoy. Not only was I ripping a hole through the furry fandom, but I was just ripping a hole through like everything I disagreed with. And it's not. See, everything would have been fine. I'm a good person. I have respect for everyone. Okay, every single person, no matter what other people thought. Other people might think this is a terrible person, but I haven't got to know the person yet, okay? Now, not many people can sway my opinion about a person unless it sounds logical, okay? So if someone's like, oh, well, they did this and this and this, and it doesn't sound logical to me, I'm not going to believe it, and my respect for that person is still going to be pretty high up. But if I listen to another person that's actually close to the person that they were dissing, then I'm going to be like, okay, then the respect level goes down and down and down. So then how it works. I never hated fursuits. Maybe I did, because just the thought of people being in fursuits was kind of creepy. But I kept my mouth shut, okay? But the whole reason why I have a bad experience with furries is because of the people in my school. That's literally it. I can guarantee you, 90% of the people that I know, the perception of furs was ruined because of the people that are in my school, okay? Because the videos that I've seen, they've ruined it. Literally, they've ruined it. And you know, maybe I need to be more mature and disrespect people's decisions. But if you look at it right now, just the thought, I didn't think it's weird. I think it's weird. But in the video, you just tearing them to shreds. And yeah, I was tearing them to shreds to show you how much I hate something. And hate is not a word I use lightly, because hate is a pretty heavy word. And hate is a word that I don't use normally. God, that's a lot to say. I got it. Now, one of my most viewed videos on this channel is the third episode. No, it's the fourth episode. It's the third episode. Let's go 3 in a row with Dirty Dan. The introduction of Dirty Dan. I love Dirty Dan. I'm lying. I hate Dirty Dan. I absolutely abhor Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan is a piece of... Man, it looks like our time here has almost expired. Another 36-minute video. I'm on a roll. Next thing you know, they're going to be 45 and then an hour long. If you guys didn't know, I'm starting to launch a podcast. I don't know when the first official episode is going to be, but I know that it is on Spotify right now. So if you look up Talking That Podcast, you will find it. No official episodes have been recorded. I'm pretty sure I have a preview episode, but that's about it. Well, like I said, it looks like our time here has expired. Then again, my name is Michael Reddick, and this has been Talking That Nonsense. But first of all, I want you to remember to take time out of your day to do what you want. Go play video games. Go hang out with your friends. Go hang out with your family. Because at the end of the day, nobody's more important than you. Is that my caller? Nobody's more important than you. Then again, this is Michael. It's been Talking That Nonsense.